Said y'all need some extra hands.
I'm gonna need some security like you. Know where all the bodies are buried.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love P-Valley, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about P-Valley Season 2, Episode 4. This is the recap, and man, what a hell of an episode. A lot of different things happen in this episode. I know a lot of people, they got a lot to say. And once again, we will be going over different fan theories this week in these upcoming videos. Last week, we went over different fan theories, and it seemed like, you know, some of those fan theories did come true. I already know what everybody wants to talk about. Little Murder, Big Teak. Of course, that did come true. At the end of the day, Little Murder got a lot on his plate, and Big Teak was like, who the F is Cliff? You know what I'm saying? So he want to know who Uncle Cliff is. Little Murder, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that. I don't see this whole storyline ending well, in my opinion. You guys let me know down below. How do you see it playing out for your boy Little Murder? And do you believe he's going to have a happy ending? Because we already know, based on what we've been seeing out of his character, that's just not going to happen. Club Pink is shut down. The health regulator Lauren came in. She shut the place down, man. And everything was good. I mean, she was getting lap dances, you know, getting twerked on, having a good old time, making it rain up at Club Pink. Up until your girl Toy decided to sneeze on her, and it ruined everything, right? And we're going to talk about it. And we're also going to talk about what happened with Roulette, her storyline, her and Duffy, and of course, learning about her brother. And also, I saw some people saying that this episode was jaw-dropping. The only jaws I seen getting dropped off in this episode was Andre's wife. That man walked in on his wife giving some top. I mean, I already know he was in his feelings. So you already know we gonna talk about that as well. But how would you feel if you was in Andre's shoes? I mean, I know it was a tough one, y'all. I know it was a tough one for him. But I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. So what did we see in episode 4 titled Demetrius? The episode starts off with us seeing this health regulator Lauren getting a lap dance. She's making it rain up in there, having a good old time at Club Pink. And everything was good. As I told you guys at the beginning of the video, everything was great. Up until your girl Toy decided to take her to the back. And I don't know why she thought it was a good idea to take this lady's mask off, knowing that she got allergies. I don't know about that, man. She got more than allergies. Some of y'all was saying that she may got that Rona. Something ain't right with her character. She sneezed on her, and that graphic, the way they shot this scene was crazy, because you can see all the speckles and everything, the splash right in Lauren's face. I mean, she was pissed off. She said, oh, hell nah. We shutting this down. Y'all know how it was in 2020. If you cough twice, it was over. Hell, if you cough once, you getting up out of here. On top of that, we got everybody don't even really have their mask on. They plan that future mask off. And she's like, look, we shutting it down. Of course, she tells Uncle Cliff, like, look, y'all got 24 hours to come up to code, you know what I'm saying, to get y'all stuff together. And if y'all don't get it together, y'all gonna be hit with a fine. Now, luckily, Uncle Cliff knew some tea about her, some dirt about this lady. And of course, she said, look, I'm gonna drop the fine down 11,000, but that's the best that I can do for y'all. But she ain't playing around. They got 24 hours to clean up this club, to get it together. And if they are able to do that, they can open up the club. But we already know that didn't happen. It was a struggle. It was a struggle, and they had a whole lot of help, right? They had a lot of people coming in trying to help fix up the club, but I guess it still was not enough. Then we get to your girl Roulette. She's pissed off about what Toy did. Of course, Toy's, you know, homegirl, Brazil, she's taking up for her. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, yeah, she had allergies and stuff like that. They start arguing. Roulette start grilling this girl, talking about, I know you ain't talking with your belly button looking like a mouth looking ass girl, right? Dogging her out, had me cracking up. Your girl Brazil said, you know what? Well, since we talking, guess what? You the one out here giving out that top. you got all types of revenue coming up in this club, different streams of revenue. Uncle Cliff was like, oh, hell nah, that can't happen up in here. Of course, Roulette got pissed off and said she's lying. And of course, Brazil kept, nagging her on. So they start to fighting. And Roulette beat the crap out of this girl. I guess Uncle Jerome taught her how to squabble. When you hanging around Uncle Jerome and Leon, I mean, what you think Wanda gonna do up in here? Wanda got those hands, right? Now, besides all that, Big L takes her to the back. They break up the fight. And Big L's like, man, so how do you know how to do a dragon sleeper? And she tells him her brother used to wrestle. That's how she learned. And she's like, look, if you gonna fire me, just fire me. You know what I'm saying? And Big L's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? She said for fighting. And he said, that's all. This is where we know Big L knew what she was on last week. We know he saw her get out the car, so he confronts her about it. She said, what the hell was you out there doing with Eminem? You know what I'm saying? You talking about me doing some stuff. I'm classy. What was you out there doing? Big L tells her, look, even the classy can be finessed. And he tells her, look, no matter how dirty you gotta get, never be the finessed. You know what I'm saying? Be the finesser. So he's pretty much telling her, look, you got to know game. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to get out these sticky situations. And if you go down for something, you better be able to wiggle yourself up out of it. So we're going to see down the line what's going to happen with Roulette's character. As of right now, she is going through some things. We learned about her brother in this episode. And for Big L to tell her, he was like, man, so do you miss him? He's not even knowing about her brother. And, she was like, look, I'm not trying to have no therapy session or anything like that. But I really liked how they set the whole story about her brother up later on in the episode. Because you knew it was something that, hit her real hard. And I'm glad that they kind of, explain later on. Now, we get to your girl, Patrice. She's going to be putting in her bid for the mayor. She said, look, I'm tired of Wayne Cow. What he did last week was foul. So I got to get back at him. And this time, I'm going to be putting in my bid for mayor, letting him know I can get some people on my side. Of course, Mercedes sees it. And you already know how Mercedes feeling. She's like, really? Like, my mom is straight up crazy. But Patrice, hey, she ain't the one to back down. If you piss her off, she coming for you. Now, Mercedes, she does get the little text from the coach telling her, she need to finish the whole Mercedes experience. So she's going to be heading back out to the coach's spot to finish what she started. But we already know it was a complete setup by Farrah. Now, we get to your girl, Miss Mississippi. In Rome, I will say this. He's doing his job as far as the whole promotion of Keyshawn and making sure she gets that exposure. She got these lashes going for herself. And it seemed like everything is going good. She has met up with Gidget. She has returned. I know everybody's been asking about Gidget's character. Now, they did a little promo for the lashes. Your boy Wody made a joke towards Little Murder talking about you gonna get you a little, commercial or whatever set up, and we gonna call you Uncle Murder. He didn't like that because y'all know Uncle Cliff. They call him Uncle Cliff, but Little Murder's like, are you crazy? Like, you ain't about to call me that. Which we know it was a kind of a jab at him. Now we see Big Teak looking at the news feed on the phone. Of course, we learned that it's been another black male being taken down by the police, and Rome was like, what that dude do? Like, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? For this to happen. And Big Teak was pissed off. Like, what you mean, what'd he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? Big Teak was pissed off at Rome throughout this entire episode. He was not having it at all. He is tired of seeing all this stuff on TV, left and right. And he expressed his feelings later on in the episode. Then we get to Autumn Night. And of course, we know she is standing at the club. And she is feeling that spirit come back. The spirit of Montavious. You know what I'm saying? So we know this is going to continue to be an issue until something bad happens at this club. As you can see right here, you see the hat, and we know that this is that ghost / spirit of Montavious that everybody's been talking about. What will they do about it? They're going to have to do something. Now, Corbin Cow decides to show up, and he's telling Autumn, like, look, you need to go ahead and sell this club. Of course, he is taking up his offer to $1 million. She's telling him, like, see, you took up the offer that quick. So just imagine what else you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not about to accept this offer. She wants more money. She feels like she can get more for this property. And we know he is making these threats like, look, y'all just close or whatever. Like, you need to go ahead and sell before your investment ends up turning to nothing pretty much. So he's putting that pressure on her as well. But she's letting him know she wants a little bit more money. Now, we get to Andre, and your boy Andre walks in on his wife, and her mouth is full. And this is the worst way that you want to walk in on your wife cheating on you. I mean, I would have rather just had her cheeks getting clapped, but to walk in and see that, I know he was upset. During COVID too, she didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Mask off, she didn't care. She was doing what she had to do. And Andre's about to catch a body. I said it. I'm surprised he didn't because, man, you hear about things like this, and usually you hear about a body getting dropped off. Now, of course, Andre beats the dude down, kicks him up out of there. She is talking about, he wasn't there. She thought he was going to come a week later. She is tired of the things that he's been doing and all this and that. We know they haven't had the best marriage. It has been issues with them. Andre explains to her that he's going to be running for mayor. She's pissed off, talking about, we had got you a job offer or whatever with my father, and you wanted to stay down there to run for mayor the whole time. You're not going to win. And when she told him that, I'm looking like, are you crazy? That's the last thing that you want to say to him. Like, trust me, he gonna fight for it. And for her to say that you're not going to win lets me know she didn't believe in him in the first place, right? So Andre's going to probably use this as motivation to win. I know a lot of you guys were saying, well, they're even now because Andre was cheating in the past. Now she's cheating back on him. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, City Girls is up because this girl, she was in there topping off Dante. Andre, you got to do something about that, man. You know what I'm saying? This marriage is over. The City Girls, they took the lead. What is your boy Andre going to do before the season ends? Y'all saw what he did. He ran back to Haley. He was like, look, I got to go ahead and hook up with Autumn Night. I got to have a drink. I got to have a conversation with this girl because, man, I already know he got to be in his feelings. I mean, that's an image that you would never forget. He's going to wake up out of nightmares just thinking about that. I can see it right now. And the dude already on one. I mean, what y'all think about your boy Andre? Now, we get to Farrah, the coach's wife, and we know what she on. She set this whole thing up to get Mercedes there. Of course, Mercedes doesn't know anything about this. She, loved the Mercedes experience that she received last week. She's never done it before. She wants to continue to do it. She's taking all these pictures. This ain't even in the contract. Mercedes read the contract and she's telling her, like, look, this ain't part of the deal. What the hell is going on? Of course, she's telling her, look, if the coach doesn't know, she won't tell. Just keep it a secret and everything like that. So she's pretty much just executing her whole game plan to get Mercedes to do exactly what she wants her to do. Then we get to Wakanda. Wakanda has arrived in the P Valley universe. Uncle Cliff had me cracking up. Big L, he done got some help to come help clean up the club, get it right for the whole health inspection or whatever. Uncle Cliff was talking about we got Vibranium up in this club, right? So it seems like everything is going good. Diamond is there. Uncle Cliff is happy about that. All the girls going crazy. They like, Diamond is here. Of course, they want to, get on Diamond and see what he's all about. Then after that, we get to your girl Gidget, and they hear DJ Never Scared like on the radio. So she gives him a call. It's, giving him his props. And at the same time, Little Murder's like, man, you on the radio? Like, what the hell is going on? Of course, DJ Never Scared tells him, look, I was trying to get you on the feature. Like, you pretty much played me. Like, what's up? We can still make it happen. Of course, Wody is like, yeah, we can get it. We can get that done. Just give us some time. Let us know when you're trying to do it. And this is where Rome is like, well, you had to be real careful about that because it can be some publishing issues when it comes to doing deals and, features like that. So that's going to be something that they're going to have to discuss. But we already know DJ Never Scared is working with your girl Tina Snow, a.k.a. Megan Thee Stallion. So I cannot wait to see once she does come later on in the season. But Wody and your boy Ron was having an argument about the whole publishing thing. I mean, they was going back and forth. Big Teak got pissed off and told them all to shut up. He's pissed off. Of course, Ron was like, look, we gonna still celebrate because over the radio, they said they're gonna have a curfew. And Ron was like, really? This over somebody getting shot and killed? And the way that Big Teak looked at him, like, really, dude? Like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna have some issues with your boy Rome. Wody got issues with him. It started right there with the whole argument that they just had. And then, of course, Big Teak, he's already having these feelings about Rome because of the things he's continuing to say about what's going on with the police and black males continuing to die. I mean, Big T definitely has an anger issue, and some of the things that Rome was saying was getting to everybody. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when it's all said and done, that man Big T, he gonna explode, and he probably gonna explode more than he did in this episode. Then we get back to Mercedes and Farrah. Of course, you know, Mercedes is trying to teach her how to work that pole because she don't know what she doing. I mean, this girl don't even know how to twerk. Mercedes got to teach her how to twerk. And Farrah start crying and stuff, talking about I wanted to hate you so much. And, you know, she's crying. She say, look, I'm crying in front of a stripper. You know, made Mercedes feel some type of way. You know, she apologizes. They make up. She lets her know, like, look, you know, the coach ain't coming. You know, I set this all up. This was all me because, you know, I never knew that I would meet someone like you. You know, you're strong. And she's feeling her pretty much. So they end up hooking up. So once again, we get Mercedes and Farrah back at it, back on it once again. She want that Mercedes experience. She want to take full control of this, and that's exactly what she did. I just want to know how the hell the coach is going to, you know, take all of this, because he's going to be like, damn, y'all doing stuff without me. I want to be involved. But the wifey said, Mercedes is mine now. So I already know it's going to be a funny interaction the next time he is around. And I saw in last week's episode, a lot of people was upset about the new coach that we got. Yes, it is the same character, but it is a new actor. And yes, I don't like when we get different actors to play other people, but you know, it is what it is. I guess it's a part of the business, so sometimes it does happen. But man, a lot of the ladies was mad. They're like, man, we need that old coach back. I know the old coach, he was, you know, in the show Queen, so maybe that was probably one of the reasons why he was not in this season of P-Valley. But everybody is like, look, where in the hell is the old coach? They ain't feeling the new coach. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about that new coach down below. And then we get back to your girl Toy. And I don't know, man. This girl, she got that Rona. She got that COVID-20. Something ain't right with her. Something ain't right. She talking about it's her allergies. I just don't know. The way she looking kind of tough. Now, of course, the rumors about Diamond start. She does have the correct rumor about Diamond getting the gun pulled out on him by Keyshawn, right? And Big Bone, she's listening. She's, you know, collecting these notes mentally. And she's like, okay, I got Diamond. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to approach him later on in the episode, which we end up seeing. And speaking of Diamond, we see him return. He's in the Paradise Room and he's tweaking out. We knew this was going to happen. We saw it in the preview trailers. We already know Diamond has PTSD. On top of that, it is an evil spirit of Montavious in this club. So it ain't like Diamond is just tweaking out for no reason. He has a reason. And we know what he's been through, right? So we can see that hand come up and Diamond is losing it. Luckily, your boy Big L was able to come in there and snap Diamond up out of it, telling him, look, I need you or whatever. Let's go handle some business. But man, for a second, it looked like your boy Diamond was about to get, you know, sunken into that dark place. It was not looking good for him. Then we get to Wayne Cow, and of course he is talking about the whole curfew that he put out, and he is talking about a $500 fine if anyone violates. So everybody's pissed off about this. They pissed off. At the same time, we got Patrice. She is making sure the people is on her side, and she ain't playing around. Now she wants her people to just stay home with their families, you know, and they gonna put in that work to make sure they get some type of justice. But she is, you know, making her voice heard, and it seems like everybody is on her side. We see Roulette, she's watching it, and we can tell that something serious is going on, that this event that's going on has hit her personally. And we can just tell by her body language, which we end up finding out more about her story, which we discussed this week. We knew eventually in the predictions that we would get more of Roulette's story. She talks about her brother Demetrius and how he got hemmed up by the boys, and we know the end results. Now she does tell Duffy, like, look, y'all always get away with stuff like this. And it seemed like Duffy, he understood. He didn't, you know, come at her with no negativity. He just wanted to know more about what was going on with her brother. And we see the tattoo that she has of her brother. I mean, this is a very serious matter for her. As of right now, it seems like everything is going good with Roulette and Duffy. But as I told you guys, I still do not see that whole storyline ending well. Then we get back to Diamond and Big L. And Diamond is like, look, if I was you, I would just leave, find somewhere else to work. But Big L ain't having it. He's like, man, this is a prime, real estate area, man. I'm staying here. The pink is good. And, I'm going to need somebody like you, for security because you know where all the bodies are buried at. He wants Diamond to stay. And it seems like Diamond is down for the cause, at least as of right now. But we already know Diamond is definitely going through some things. And as Diamond is standing outside, he sees Big Bone. And Big Bone is giving him that look. So he goes down there, has a conversation with her, and he asks her, how long you been riding? And man, this girl a freak. She's a freak. And she's like, look, which one you talking about? Like, which riding you talk about? And, this had me cracking up through the conversation. But Big Bone is like, look, I ain't going to talk about it. These other girls talking about you. I'm going to be about it. She shoots her shot. She's telling Diamond, look, you going to ride with me or what? Put the helmet on. Let's get it popping. And you can tell Diamond deep down inside is like, man, this girl, she may be some trouble. You know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, he's like, she may be some good trouble. So on the show and in real life, your boy Diamond, he going to be hooking up with Big Bone. How do y'all see this playing out? I seen like the early predictions. Some of you guys are saying that Big Bone going to have Diamond all over the place. Well, we going to find out. But she's definitely, something to have. Trust me. And Diamond's hand's going to be full. Then we get to Mercedes. She has finally decided to wake up. She has had a hell of a night with Farrah, right? She sees all the messages that she has missed. She's hearing about her mom. Her mom is crazy. Her mom is amazing. She sees that the pink is in, need. Uncle Cliff needs her to come help with the whole club. Finds out that the club got shut down. So we already know she's going to head up to the club and see what she can do. And she notices all the stacks sitting on the little table. So Farrah definitely going to pay. She going to pay her part of this whole agreement. And as I told y'all, I don't see this whole thing ending well for Mercedes, the coach, and his wife. Now we get back to your boy Big Teak. And Big Teak is all in the news. He's watching, making sure he has every detail about what's going on. Rome turns the TV off. Rome's like, look, we ain't about to do that. We trying to celebrate up in here. Big Teak gets pissed off. Rome is like, look, this ain't back at the celly. This ain't back at the pod. Like, you ain't controlling this. This my suite. I run this. This my TV. I want to turn it off. Big Teak is getting pissed off. Next thing we know, your girl Gidget decides to get up talking about how she ain't scared. She's yelling at Big Teak. They arguing. And I'm thinking in my head, like, this girl crazy. Like, you don't want to be hollering at this dude. This dude just got out the joint. He crazy as hell. I'm surprised he didn't put his hands on her. I mean, I know he broke like the table or whatever. I mean, that could have easily been Gidget. And she's not backing down. She's going back and forth with Big Teak. They had to pull him up away from this girl because he was going to hurt her, in my opinion. Now, your girl Keyshawn, she is having a moment because she's crying. She's probably having flashbacks of what Derek used to do to her. And if you think she's crying now, just wait until she gets home. She already know when she gets home, she going to be getting a lot of this because Derek is going to be pissed off, especially since she's been ignoring all his calls that he's been giving her. And he's been seeing some of the stuff that she's been doing on tour. Oh, he ain't having it. If you saw the episode 5 preview, then you know that Derek will be addressing Keyshawn. And he going to be very, very upset about what she's been doing. Now, we get to Uncle Cliff. All the girls, some of the girls, I guess, is standing at the club because of curfew. Some of them are leaving. Uncle Cliff sees Autumn Night's clothing. And now the little, I guess, secret she's been trying to keep is out. She's standing at the club, and Uncle Cliff is definitely going to address her later on. But we know Autumn Night is so secret. She doesn't want people knowing about all the things that she is doing, right? Now, we get to Little Murder. Little Murder's in the bathroom in the tub, trying to get this next hit together. And all of a sudden, we know Big Teak pops up, and Big Teak can hear him. So Big Teak is like, look, I might as well try to see if I can get some attention. So Big Teak goes in there and, using the restroom, messing up the whole sound quality. Of course, Little Murder's like, what the hell are you doing up in here? And he did this purposely, right? So Big Teak is pissed off, talking about, they don't love us. We are unaccepted as, being black in this country. And he's just all in his feelings. He's upset about all the stuff that's going on, right? And we can see Little Murder. I mean, he's touching on Big Teak. You can tell that these two definitely had a history together in the past. And we talked about this in that fan theory video early last week. And as I told you, it's definitely true. So we see it in this episode, and I know a lot of people had a lot to say about this. And we know that Big Teak and Little Murder had a love scene. And I'm gonna tell you right now, P Valley, they don't shy away with these love scenes, whether it's Little Murder, Mercedes, whoever. They do not play around. I mean, usually the love scenes is real graphic and we continue to see it. But like I told you guys earlier, this whole thing between Big Teak, Little Murder, this whole storyline, and then of course him finding out about Uncle Cliff, it's going to be some bad news down the line. And the whole Big Teak storyline in general, you just got that, or at least I got that funny feeling that somebody gonna get dropped off. This whole season I've been feeling like it's gonna be a body getting dropped off, and I had a feeling, in my opinion, it's gonna have something to do with Little Murder or somebody that he's close to. You guys let me know how y'all see it playing out. Now, we get to Gidget, and of course, Miss Mississippi, she's sending her on her way. I mean, this girl gonna get herself killed messing around with Big Teak. Big Teak gonna mess around and catch a body if Gidget continues to do what she did in this episode. Now, did y'all see that bill? Look at this bill. $365. What the hell? That's a large bill. I'm pretty sure Derek gonna be pissed off about that as well. And speaking of Derek, your girl Keyshawn decides to continue to ignore him. I guess I don't know how many times she has ignored him, but trust me, this dude gonna be pissed off and he will be addressing her in the next episode. Now, Rome tells Keyshawn that he knows she was scared of Big Teak and that he's gonna get rid of Big Teak. He's gonna let Wody know that this dude cannot continue to do business with them at all. He gotta go. Meanwhile, we see Wody in the background, right? Now, Keyshawn tried to play it off like she wasn't scared, but come on. Rome, he keeps his eyes on this girl. He's like, look, I seen that pretty face. I seen how you was looking, right? You know, I know you was scared for real. So he's going to try his best to make sure that Keyshawn is good at all costs. And as I told y'all, Wody was listening. Wody was right there the whole time. We already saw that tension between Wody and Rome in this episode. It's going to continue to build up in the next episode, and I will not be surprised if the two lash out once again. Or if Wody does, let Big Teak know what Rome said. Now, Andre has come to the club. You remember, his wife done cheated on him, and he's at the club. He's like, look, I'm trying to get at you, Haley. I'm trying to get at you. Lets her know that he's going to be running for mayor. He thought she was going to hate on him, but then she was like, she believes that it's a good idea. So Haley, she believing in his dreams, right? Now, we know that she is trying to sell the club. That's been her true intentions the whole time. Now, she tells him that, Promised Land, they offered her $1 million. We know Corbin just took his offer up to $1 million as well. She believes that the land is worth more, like $10 million, right? She's mentioned this in the past. She just thinks that she can get more money for this, and this has always been her plan. Now, Andre is like, man, you know what I'm saying? You've been planning this the whole time. She said, yeah, she's a businesswoman. That's no surprise to us, especially if you've been following the show. You always knew that Autumn Night was always about her money, always about making deals, and getting paid. Now, Uncle Cliff says, screw all that, comes out this time, confronts Haley, lets her know, like, look, the whole time you've been plotting and planning to sell the club. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, where are all these girls going to go? Calls Andre a bootleg Obama, which a lot of you guys have stated that he played Obama before in the past and some other work, which was funny as hell to me. Of course, Haley is like, look, these girls can go to another club. Y'all can move the pink somewhere else. Uncle Cliff ain't having it at all. Everybody's upset. These girls want to fight her. And Mercedes walks up to her because we know, Autumn Night told her she was staying with a friend. So she lied about that. She's staying up in that club. And Mercedes is like, look, I guess Montavious was right that you are easy to love, but you're easier to hate, which he called her the B word, right? She understands what he was talking about now. And Autumn Night, at the end of the day, as I told y'all, she about that money. These girls, they can sit up here and complain all they want, but she's always a bit about that money. At the same time, Uncle Cliff is pissed off because, she got her first little deal there at that club, at that, building. But to her, this is more of a business thing. This ain't nothing personal. So this is why I can't wait to see how this all is going to end. At the same time, we know the health regulator, Lauren, came back and they did not pass. And Lauren was like, look, y'all need to fix it up because I'm trying to come back and, finish spending the rest of this STEMI check. So Club Pink is still closed. It ain't looking too good for them. It is not looking too good for them at all. Hopefully they can fix things, I guess, in the next couple episodes. But as of right now, it's definitely not looking too good for Club Pink. Now, we get to Little Murda. He wakes up from a long night with Big Teak, right? Now, he wakes up, Big Teak is already up, and Big Teak is upset. I mean, when is this man happy? Big Teak is upset, and we see Big Teak has that postcard. We already know Little Murda been writing postcards, probably each and every city he hits, and he sends them to, Uncle Cliff. And Big Teak is like, who the F is Uncle Cliff? He just said, who the F is Cliff? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't never sent me no postcards. He pissed off. So, as I told you, this ain't gonna end well. And Little Murda, he already know, like, yeah, this probably is not gonna end well. He's probably regretting all the things he's just done. And he's gonna have some explaining to do. And as I told y'all, how y'all think your boy Big Teak gonna act when he actually meets Uncle Cliff? Because that is going to be something that I cannot wait to see, which we know is probably going to happen down the line, right? Then we get to the end of the episode. Your boy Andre, he goes to Mayor Ruffin's spot. They had the whole reading of the will, and come to find out, the mayor has left his godson his property. So that house is going to be his. And this is great news for him. He calls Corbin Cow, lets him know that it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So Andre, he's really about to put in his bid for the mayor. He's really feeling like he can win, and I believe he is going to win, especially after what happened in this episode with his wife and what she did and what she told him. Because he was like, look, he was more upset about what she said as far as him not winning, right? So that's going to be motivation for him, in my opinion. The episode ends off with everybody, a part of the whole tour, riding out, and Uncle Cliff sends the message to Little Murda telling him, like, look, the world seems like it's falling apart, ain't it? You okay? Man, he ain't okay. I'm going to tell you that right now. Little Murda is definitely not okay. Big Teak, he definitely ain't okay. And he already know he's feeling some type of way about this. At the end of the day, Little Murda knows he's going to have to fix this, clean this up. Knowing how Big Teak acts with his anger and how he explodes the way he does, we already know it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a major problem. The episode ends off with us seeing like the aftermath of what happened the night, after. I guess it was riots and protests and stuff like that going on. We can see the smoke in the air. And he also gave us a list of the people that we lost in 2020. This episode, in my opinion, had a lot of inspiration from the events of 2020 with police and, blacks in that year. It was crazy, right? It was crazy, in my opinion. We know Demetrius was the name of the episode, and that was the name of Roulette's brother. So it was a very emotional episode at the same time, a very deep episode, and we 4 episodes in. Next week will be episode 5, and I got a feeling it's going to be a good one. I think we're going to see more of Keyshawn's story and what she's going to be going through once she does return back home to Derek. And you already know he going to be pissed off, and he's going to have a lot of questions. Hopefully, your girl Keyshawn has a lot of answers. But you guys let me know, man, what did you feel about episode 4? Another solid episode. P-Valley season 2 has been, great so far. I can't wait to see how it's all going to end. But I will be dropping the what to expect for episode 5 tomorrow. I want you guys to stay tuned for that. And once again, as I told you, we will be going over those fan prediction videos this week as well. So stay tuned. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. And I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.